Hey everyone, welcome back to a new upload. Today we are getting ready to take some professional headshots at home. I'm gonna take you step by step how to get this makeup look and look beautiful in your next professional photo. So let's hop into it. Okay, now that the hair is pulled back, we are gonna jump into a little bit of daytime skincare. So I have 4 items here sitting in front of me. First things first, I am going to start with my essence. I'm gonna prep my skin for all of the skincare goodies that I'm about to layer on. I take just a little bit on my hand here, and I am just going to press this essence in. I definitely feel a difference when I use this essence. I think it makes my skin a little bit more plump, a little bit more hydrated, and I love to think and believe that this does do good for my skin. So I'm gonna keep using it, but I really have been loving this essence. I'm gonna go into my hyaluronic acid serum by Pharmacy. I've gone through multiple bottles of this stuff. I've talked about it many times and I love it. So you only need 1 pump. I put this all over the face, down on my neck, and this really just juices up the skin, and I love that it has no fragrance in it. For moisturizer, I'm currently using this Youth to the People Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream, and I think this is the second or third jar I've gone through, and I'm getting pretty close down to the bottom on this. And I just take a little here with my clean hand, and it's really good for people who have either oily skin or oily T-zones. And it's funny, it's not supposed to feel cooling on the skin, but whenever I put this on, I feel like it has a little bit of a cooling effect on the skin. It's just very calming, and I love the way this just sinks in. Last but certainly not least, this should come with no surprise. I have the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Plus Eye Cream. It's very thick, but you only need a little of it, and it really does sink so well into the skin. It doesn't feel greasy, and it feels so moisturizing under your eyes. And I get 0 eye irritation when using this product. So I love just gently dabbing that underneath the eye. I bring it down just a little bit, bring it on the sides here, and I bring it all over my orbital bone. So we are going back to a very old favorite of mine. This is my tried and true foundation that I have loved for years. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick, and I love this stuff. So we are breaking this back out for today. Let's hop right into the application. I'm gonna take this stick here with a brush and just put some of that on there. Okay, and we're just gonna go right in. I forgot how beautiful this stuff really blends into the skin, and it's really light. It's not heavy, it's not cakey, you can layer it. This foundation and the Mario foundation, I am so happy I have found those because they both are just stellar foundations in my book. I'm not gonna go too heavy with the foundation. I do have acne that I do not want popping through in the picture, but the beauty about photography, there is editing software, so if I have some acne like this one really bothers me, that I do not want to see in the photo, I will just find a way to get it out of the picture. I just want my skin to look even and healthy. That is the game plan. Just want healthy, even skin. Let's jump into concealer. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my other tried and true product, my Hourglass concealer. I'm going to layer some of this here on my cheeks so I can blend this down in these spots. And I'm gonna put some on my forehead here. So let's blend out this concealer. I haven't used this concealer in a hot minute either. I really love this foundation and this concealer together. They blend like a dream. Okay, so So that definitely gave me some extra coverage. I'm going to add a little bit more here. Where else? Add some, a little bit more there. I get really iffy about this. I really don't like when things start looking too heavy. So as much as I want to keep concealing, I think with any product, you're gonna just start layering too much. So you have to be a little bit strategic about how you're layering your makeup. This really is probably the worst I've seen my skin in regards to breakouts in years. I don't know what's going on with my skin. I don't know if it's hormones or what, but it's crazy. It is crazy. No one likes breakouts. They aren't fun. So I am just trying to use some good products on it to get rid of it because I am sick of trying to cover it up. And I'm sure people struggling with acne know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, no one wants it. All right, enough about acne because that is not a fun topic of conversation. I have my Rare Beauty concealer here to do some highlighting. So I'm going to take this Hourglass brush. This stuff blends like a dream. I am super happy I purchased this. I love the finish of this concealer. It's actually a little bit more dewy than my Hourglass one, is what I have noticed. Okay, almost there. I'm gonna add a little bit more right here in the corners. Let's move it along to the very fun part and let's work on the eyes. I'm grabbing a cult classic. This is the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Here's what I'm going for. I want to keep it more neutral. I'm gonna lean more on the warm tones, but I want it to look a little glam. Like, I want it to look like I have eyeshadow on. I don't want it to be too natural. So I'm really leaning towards some of these more of like orangey browns here, and then I'll probably do like a shimmery pop on the lid. Okay, my ever so mini eyeshadow primer by Urban Decay. I'm going to take just a little bit of this on my finger. Make sure it is spread all over. Probably could use a new one of these, to be honest. I feel like this primer really does help your eyeshadows not crease. And it's nice to help your eyeshadows adhere to your skin. So I'm going to take my palette here and let's jump into it. I'm gonna start with a very light bone color shade. This is called Tempera in the palette. So I'm gonna take this bone shade and pretty much just use this to set down a foundation for the rest of the shadows. And I just bring this color all over. I want it everywhere where we are going to be blending. So we have a nice, pretty, just neutral slate to work with. I'm going to use the color Burnt Orange. And this is literally like how it's described. It's like a burnt orange shade. And I'm going to take this and put it right here above my eyelid. And I'm gonna use this as a transition color. Say I love this color because it's not a traditional like brown or just a usual color you find in all of your neutral palettes. It has definite that orange color to it. So it adds a nice pop, especially for me because I have brown eyes and I do have a lot of warmth in the brown in my eye. I want to deepen up the crease. So I'm going to take a darker shade here. I'm going to go with Sienna. And this definitely is warm too. I'm gonna knock some of this off because a lot does kick up in the palette. I think I'm just gonna put it on the lower part of my crease here. So if I look forward, I wanna put it like right here. I wanna stamp it where I want it. This will be kind of my guide, right? Stamp it right there. Yeah, because that's where I want it to peek through. I don't want it up too high. I want it right down here. All right, so I'm gonna take more here. I'm gonna look down and I'm going to basically fill in the rest here where I want it. I've noticed the darker the shades go in a lot of my palettes, the harder they are to blend out. And I don't know if that's just the palettes I have, but I have found that to usually be the case. So I'm just lightly taking whatever I have left over on this brush I have not dipped back in a while. Just gonna blow this out. Same exact thing. So I'm gonna look forward. And where do I want to stamp this? It's gonna be like right here. Remember, we're using this as a guide. I love this stamping technique because I do think that colors, once you stamp it on a little bit, then you go in and blend it, I think they go on easier. All right, we are definitely looking very smoky orange, but I'm here for it. I am going to take an eyeliner. I want to do black. Yeah, I think we're gonna do brown. I had to think about that for a second if I wanted to do black, but I'm gonna keep it brown because I'm wearing that black top and I don't want too much. I don't want my eyes too dark. You know what I mean? All right, as for eyeliner, I'm taking one of these 12-hour Sephora contour eye pencils, and this is just in the shade Cocoa, and it's a shimmer. I'm gonna put this on my lash line and keep it fairly close. The thing I've noticed about these pencils, I really love them. And they make a lot of fun colors, but it does fall out. So I already have a piece that fell right here on my cheek. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but beware, these do fall out a little bit. And then I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker on the outer part of my eye here. And then I'm gonna draw in. Okay, so take any little angled eyeliner brush, and once you put the eyeliner on, just go in with this and you're going to smudge it. I like these eyeliners because they're not too overpriced. They're really affordable from Sephora, but they definitely have a fallout problem because this is falling all over my cheeks right now. So I'm liking the way this eyeliner is looking. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna do the shimmer pop on the lid. Now there's a lot of great choices in this palette, so it's kind of hard choosing one. There are so many options and there's more than one gold. So I think I'm gonna do Fairy. That's more of a true gold color without being too yellow. These go on like butter. They are so soft when you dip your finger in it. So I'm just gonna apply with my finger and we're gonna put her right on the lid. I mean, see that? Hello, okay. I'm blending this just a little bit above my eyelid and then just taking it out most of the way. And what I like to do is, because that does cover up some of the things that we did, which is fine because this is all supposed to blend together really pretty, I just go back with my brush that I was using. I'm just gonna deepen it just a little bit just to make sure it doesn't get lost. But the trick with these eyeshadow looks is you just want to keep layering. Okay, so we are almost done with this eye. I'm going to take my angled eyeliner brush and I'm gonna dip into this really dark, chocolatey, beautiful brown color called Cypress Umber. And because I already have this eyeliner line to go by, I'm just going to dab this eyeshadow along that original eyeliner we did. Okay, I think the eyes are almost done. As for the top, so what I am going to do is I want to take this more condensed, big, more, it's like kind of a flatter brush. I'm gonna take that tempera shade just to lighten this up under the eyebrow. And I'm just gonna blend that out and do that over here. This is kind of always one of my last steps I do with the eyes. I'm looking pretty dewy, pretty shiny. We are going to fix that in a moment. I'm going to do some contouring. So I'm going to take this Makeup by Mario. This is his, I always forget what it's called, Salt Sculpt Shaping Stick. So I'm going to take this. Where is my brush? I'm gonna take one of my IT Cosmetics brushes, and that's how I'm gonna apply this. And let's just, let's give our face some shape. I actually hate the way eye looks look until the rest of your face is done. Just trying to sculpt the jawline here a little bit too. And the nose, forehead, and I did the cheekbones. All right, done. Good. Mario is always here to save the day. This has to be one of my favorite parts of the makeup process. Let's set our face. I have my loved Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Pink Setting Powder. It's funny how pink setting powder is really all the rage right now with brightening the under eye. I'm just taking some extra powder and I'm kind of cleaning up the eyeshadow right here and just going on an angle here to give it like a clean cut. Okay, for the rest of my face, so we did the T-zone, right? I'm going to use, and I haven't used this in a while, especially on camera, my Charlotte Tilbury. This is her very well-known Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I just have the color in one fair, and you can see I hit pan. This is a great powder, and it's extremely expensive, but it's really good. So I'm gonna take my big fluffy Hourglass brush, and we are just gonna dip right into this powder, and I'm gonna set the rest of my face with this. Next up, we gotta put bronzer on. Have my Makeup by Mario pressed bronzer. I really do love this bronzer, and I think it's very apparent to my subscribers because it's in almost all of my content. I know it's probably boring for you guys, but I can't help it. When I love something, you guys will know because you will see it repeatedly over and over in my content. All right, so I'm just warming up the face here. No one wants to look pale in their photos, at least not me, maybe some people, but I think a lot of us love to have some bronziness to the skin. And I'm gonna have a mock neck on, but it's not gonna be a turtleneck, so you'll see a lot of my neck. So I'm gonna bring some of the bronzer down here. Yep, we're looking airbrushed. We are looking airbrushed. This acne is still driving me nuts, but gotta get over it because it's there. So can't do anything about it this very second, so we'll just ignore it, right? Okay, so in my opinion, the key to making brows look natural, you really want a nice, fine pointed eyebrow pencil. So that is what we are using right here. Got my Benefit pencil right here. Okay, so let's get these brows filled in. I'm not gonna go super heavy with the brows. I'm gonna give myself a nice outline. One eyebrow done. We have to do the other one. This is my, I think everyone has an easy eyebrow. This is mine. I think the brows are looking as even as they can be. We're gonna jump into blush. I'm super excited about this. I have not tried this blush color out yet. So So I picked up a couple new Benefit blushes. I fell in love with the formula of this blush, so I had to pick up more, obviously, because these were just recently on sale at Sephora and Ulta, and I think this is gonna be so fun for the spring and summer. So I'm just gonna go for it. You know, that's why I'm gonna wear black, so we could have a little color on the face and it not clash with anything. All right, here we go. Ooh, it has a shimmer in it too. I love that. Yeah, that's really pretty. And it doesn't go on too orangey on my skin. Like, it's definitely orange, but it's really flattering. Bring some on my nose to make it all come together. I really like that color. It did not go on as harsh as I thought. I think that's really pretty. I wish the camera could pick up on the nice shimmery sheen it left on the cheeks. It's very pretty. Just for blending reasons, I'm gonna take this Charlotte Tilbury powder again, and I'm just going to tap a little bit of powder down here, just going right along the edge of the blush, just to make sure everything's still blended really nice. I'm gonna add some of this brow gel by Benefit to my brows and give these a nice little shaping. Next thing on our list to finish up, we are gonna do the lower lash line for the eyes. I like to take a little smudging brush. I'm just gonna take some of the colors we used in the crease. The first color I'm gonna take is burnt orange. I start with the lighter shade, and I'm going to stamp that in the lower lash line to bring some of that orange color downwards and just blend it all in. See how that just like really brings it all together? And take burnt orange again and go over here. Okay, so we have a nice kiss of blended color on the lower lash line. To deepen it up a little bit, I'm gonna go back to this angled eyeliner brush, and I'm going to dip into this Cypress Umber, and then I'm going to stamp this a little bit closer to the lash line instead of just, you know, smudging it and blending it. I'm gonna more so stamp this on the outer part of my eye, just to give the eyes a little bit of definition. Now I'm gonna take this kohl eyeliner. Where is it? I cannot find anything today when I need it. So I have this Sephora, this is the long lasting kohl pencil, and it's just in a deep brown color. And I'm going to add this to my lower waterline. I'm gonna take some cookie highlighter from Benefit with a little highlighting brush, and I love this highlight. It's so pretty. I'm gonna actually add just a little, just in case it does show up just a little bit in the photo, because I love highlight. I don't know how anyone stopped loving highlight. It's funny, I keep seeing people saying in their videos, oh, highlight's coming back. I'm like, it was always there for me because I still always loved it. Love this highlight. Okay, before I get too crazy with the highlight, but I do love it. You can really see the shimmer in the light. Yeah, the camera's definitely picking up on it. Let's go ahead and do the lip. I actually don't know if they still make this color, which makes me super sad because this color used to be so popular. Like, everyone had it in their kit. This is Nude Suede Shoes. It's a nice neutral color. I'm going to outline my lips here. I'm going to take this NYX. This is Milky Gloss. These glosses are great. It's a really great drugstore option. They smell great, they're really glossy, and they're not sticky, and they have really pretty colors. This color is Moody Peach. So cute. I'm gonna take this. All right, you guys, that is the final finished look that I'm leaving you with. I threw on my top, have my jewelry on, and we're gonna go take some photos. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this Get Ready With Me video. If you enjoyed this video or like this type of content, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next upload. Bye.